Hey, Eli Stansel, Gwinnett Rambler here with an update of what I've found out and some information for the Rowen Project that'll be going on in Gwinnett County. Now this of course is that 2,000 plus acre project along the Appalachian River. There's some local chance for involvement that I think you need to know about, and then I want to throw a proposal out there for you I think they should push. So the first thing to know is that on June 9th, Wednesday, June 9th, at the Decula Pool Activity Building, they're going to be hosting an information session that evening. I'll put the link in the notes below, and make sure you sign up for that. You can attend it virtually, or you can click the RSVP on the website and actually go and attend. A couple of those previous meetings have been recorded. I'll throw those links in the notes as well below, so you'll be able to go if you want to watch some of the other meetings and how they have happened. Get out and get your voice heard. This is your chance to help design it. Now, one of the things that they pointed out in those meetings was that they don't have any of these big plans put out there yet, that they want to make sure they hear back from the public to get ready to design this and kind of move forward. What I'm going to propose is that I'm going to throw a possible trail system in one particular area out there so you can take a look at it and see what you think about it. That'll be the latter part of this broadcast. One piece that I'll point out is that for this particular trail system to work, we'll need the cooperation of the city of Decula. And I don't think we'll have any problems with that. There's one piece of land that would give full access to a beautiful trail going through several unique sites. And the city of Decula owns that parcel. As recently as April of this year, the city of Decula showed that they'd be willing to de-annex property to assist not only the county, but a local developer in a project that was adjacent to Sugarloaf Parkway. What I'll say is we should reach out, we should push all these parties, because this is going to be good for all of us to have a good trail access site. So let me lead you right over and show you what I'm talking about as far as trail access and where it would be. Okay, this will be my trail proposal for the Rowen Project, just one of the small portions of the Rowen Project. A couple of things I'll point out. Right here is Winder Highway, Georgia Highway 8, and this right here is Old Auburn Road, and this is where it crosses the Appalachian River right here. In this area right here, this little parcel of land, you see it marked as 5335. That's District 5, Land Lot 335 from the original 1820 lottery. This is owned by the city of Decula. It's their old garbage dump. It's mostly grown up now. This parcel and this parcel and this parcel, this area all through here, is owned by the Rowen Foundation, and it is separated from the rest of the Rowen properties by Highway 8, which is old US 29, and this area right through here is the railroad tracks and the railroad yard. What I'm proposing is that we should work with the city of Decula and kind of make an access, a parking area, something like that in through here. One of the reasons I think this will be a great plan, right in through this area, was the original hill, I'm sorry, not the hills, the original Bailey Quarry, where they would bring their wagons and load up stone. Stone from that quarry was used in the construction of the Hills Mill Dam, now called the Old Freeman's Mill Dam, and it was also used in the piers right in this area that originally crossed Appalachian River before the railroad straightened their line out in the 1830s. In Land Lot 334, there is reference to an old bridge. There's an 1885 deed, there's several of them, that talk about the old bridge in Land Lot 334. So if you're talking about an old bridge in 1885, it's got to be a very old bridge indeed. So you're talking about something that has some great historical value in this area. Here's the original Appalachian Road. This originally came down and kind of made a dog leg and turned and came under this trestle. It was straightened to come across here, and then eventually this bridge was closed down, but the foundations are still on both sides. There's a chance here to make a real nice walkway. What I would propose is that the Rowen Foundation work with the city of Decula and create a trail system that could come from a parking lot to here, follow along the nice contours of the land, have the chance to enjoy some of the growth that's in the area, move through here, come across at the old Appalachian Road crossing. From here, you'd be able to observe the oldest mill site in Gwinnett County, which would be Hills Mill, also the site of an 1815 Native American skirmish with the Georgia militia. You'd also be able to create a branch trail that goes out to the area of the old Appalachia graveyard, which exists here. You could create a loop along the lowlands, which would obviously be closed during flooding times, that would give the chance to elongate that. It could bring you back around to the top, so you'd have a variety of access ways. You're not going to be able to do much with this area otherwise, and let me tell you a little bit why. If we look at that same area, the shaded area here are floodplains. So if we were to kind of consider the markups that we did before, looking at it, we talked about maybe a parking area here, and then we'd need some sort of trail that would come through. So we would have to travel a little bit through this land, and then we could move with our trail up along the higher lands and even come along through here if we wanted to. And then we'd come over and could cross and could still follow the contours to those historic sites, like the original mill dam, which was the site of a skirmish in 1815. We could locate or talk about where the bridge was in land lot 334. And it would give you a great chance to see all the flora and fauna that are in these areas. We're not going to be able to develop this floodplain. We need to use it wisely, because diversity really excels where two ecosystems meet. So you have a chance here to not only see the diversity of history, but the diversity of the land and the growth that is there. If we were to look at that same property from the air on an aerial overview, here's Old Auburn Road, here's that city of Decula area, and right in through here is the Appalachia River where it would come up through. You could build a nice little parking area here. Look at all this wonderful land that you would have to be able to create a trail system on, beautiful hardwoods. You can see the hardwoods then give way to pines. You can see the old Appalachia Road where it comes across. And then you'd be able to visit this historic site, the oldest mill site in Gwinnett County, and then maybe even eventually find a way to go to these old pillars or tiers of the trestle where the train line originally came down through here and crossed the Appalachia River. Okay, here's why I think this will work. The sewer line has already been approved. They've already surveyed it. It's going to run along the Appalachia River down to the rest of the Rowen Foundation site. So although Rowen owns a bunch of that land, the city of Decula owns a small piece, there's already a route planned through there. I think we've got to take advantage of that. While they're in there laying the sewer pipe, let's go ahead and get the trail system ready. Let's make it work. Let's make this thing be successful and integrate all of it. We'll have access to that area. We'll be able to get in and do an extensive survey, make sure we're mapping out these historical sites and all the beautiful flora and fauna that can be found along a river valley like that. So please be active. If you can, make it out to the June 9th meeting. It will be very useful to be able to get out there and have your voice heard. So if you like what you've seen here, think it's good, please feel free to share. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I try to keep updates as much as I can. Thank you for taking the time. I'm Eli Stansel, the Gwinnett Rambler.